So, as I was saying, the camera got cut off. This was another card that wasn't supposed to be in the Spirit Junkie deck, but it's Jump In, Say Yes to Change. This is a person who knows what they want, but is trying to gain their footing or learn their rhythm and how they're going to go about getting it. And then the other card that wasn't supposed to be in there is Perspective. None of this matters. Zone out, common ground. This is a moment, this moment is a breath in the timeline of your life where this life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. This is about you looking at the bigger picture. Changing your whole frame of mind, me against them. This is a part, and then it gives me defensive energy anyway, because the star card is here. The star card does represent Aquarius, if you want to go by zodiac, or if anybody who has Aquarius anywhere in their chart, take the message. It's telling you not to be so narrow-minded or defensive about what you're going through, to shift your point of view and just zoom out, like way out. Hence, like, look how she's jumping into a different galaxy. Like, get out. Okay. So these cards really answers the question of how are you? As I said in the video before I got cut off, this is a therapy session. This is a tool for psychotherapy. I'm using these oracle decks as a tool for psychotherapy. So we're going to be gathering inspiration through the illustrations of the cards. And the first question was, how are you? How are you feeling? So I get that this person is feeling a bit defensive. They're in pursuit of happiness, but they really don't know what they're doing. Not all that great yet. So this is somebody who's advised to surrender. So if you were in a therapist's office trying to gain your footing in this thing called life, and you don't have to wait for anything to be bad to see a therapist. But let's say, for example, you hired a professional counselor. They would, this is some of the advice that they would say. Or if you don't want a medical doctor, say you want to do the holistic route, spiritually speaking, and common sense, like holistic people are highly intellectual too and have education as well. But it's advising you don't have to feel so defensive about the journey, that you're going on, because it doesn't matter. They're merely experiences. And we become so lost in our own, it's like, don't be so self-absorbed, getting lost in your own individual experience, that you don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our time, and your time is precious. Time is something you don't get back, and our resources, fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's being severed in us. So it's a battle. And the crystal for this deck is the citrine spirit quartz. It's about intentional self-awareness and discernment. And this crystal really highlights that you take command over your life. By having clear intentions, you can begin to lead from a grounded and assertive place, giving you the results that complement your needs. This stone enhances your sense of self-awareness, dissolving apprehension and self-doubt to clear the way for more confidence in your daily life. No matter what material things you may or may not possess, it is highly focused on, it's an excellent stone for planning and setting goals. So what I'm getting, like how this person's doing from what the experience they've had so far, this person doesn't have a lot of tangible things, or don't feel as successful as they believe they should be. You could be clearing out a lot of karmic debt. And oh yeah, the Sora that I got is Sora number 65, ayats 2 through 3. So that talks about, with every difficulty you get 2 eases, but you have to do the work. You have to pass the test to get to the point of the eases. You can't get all hung up on the fact that you're even experiencing a trial, regardless of what you believe. So my next question would be, what emotions did that experience trigger? And I'm using my Moonology deck to figure that out. This was like flipped over, but it doesn't mean I'm going to use that card. step out of your comfort zone. And that's the whole purpose of a spiritual journey, is to step out of your comfort zone and do something different. Your hard work is paying off. You have, and that's, and the new moon is in Capricorn. Okay, your hard work is paying off. And the stone, the crystal with that is hematite. That's about grounding, magnetic pull, focus. If you ever look at if you're a person who studies religion and you look at the hadiths in Islam, and it talks about it reenacts certain experiences that the Sahabas experienced, and when they were afflicted with trials and calamities, they would often ask, "When will the help of God come?" Because they're going through so much, and that's the energy I'm picking up from this person. If you look at this person, they clearly are not in this financial space. They feel like they're in a financial ruin, and this person is clearly talented, and this person is clearly pure, but this person is thinking and operating from a hurt space. And this is to remind you, you can't take judgment into your own hands. You're not allowed to misjudge yourself or punish yourself or be too hard on yourself, because everything that you're input is output. Okay, so you have to keep going. So this particular stone is with the magnetism that is sky high. Hematite has the ability to absorb negative emotions and create strong energetic boundaries. I like that these stones are very direct and very on point with the questions that I'm touching on. The questions I'm asking to pull on the emotions, okay? And create strong energetic boundaries. Its authoritarian force releases self-imposed limitations. And this stone is very powerful to use in grounding yourself. And it activates your root chakra. It balances out the 7 chakras by pulling the toxicity from your aura, and it's deriving from the Latin word for blood. So it cleanses the blood in your body by promoting circulation and energizing the nervous system to begin anew. This is some of the stuff you can do. This is a person who has bad anxiety, real bad anxiety. You might have emotional outbursts. Okay, so the emotions is pulling up to the surface is frustration, could be a little bit of anger, a lot of like nervous ticks, like the little things that are nervous ticks for this person is plucking those nerves. So where are you currently in your spiritual journey? Let's talk about that. As to get some insight, based off of why you might be feeling, discouraged or lacking confidence. It really just lacks confidence. This person is struggling not to be too pessimistic. You don't want to be too pessimistic, because just because you have the talent and the work ethic to get to where you want to,